Hello, you've reached Philip Ward. I just want to thank you for giving me a call and being a part of this project. Feel free to say whatever you'd like. Thanks.
It happened again. Somebody that I really cared about and really let in my life and really wanted to be with, and it was nothing but good to pretty much just cut me out of their life entirely. Like I was nothing, like I was never there. I'm 27. I've never had a relationship. And I keep thinking about the little girl I was who, like, couldn't wait to have a boyfriend and couldn't wait to be in love. And as the years started to go by, I started to realize it was difficult for me. More so than my friends. And now I'm 27. And the scariest part is I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't pinpoint it. I can't fix what's wrong if I don't know what it is. But why is everybody treating me like I'm nothing? I don't think I'm ever going to find out what's wrong. I don't think I can fix myself. And I really feel impossible for me to have love. And I believe that to my core at this point. It doesn't feel possible for me. I just can't take getting hurt anymore. I emotionally, mentally, physically, I just can't anymore. Every time I've been hurt, it hurts worse than the last. I'm so broken right now by what this last man did. I just feel like I'm there for people to use and then discard. I don't know how to keep going on because I'm so scared that I'm just going to be alone and hurting forever. What kind of life is that?
I realize that I've done this so many times now that it feels natural whenever I have like some big stuff on my mind. Currently just sitting in a borrowed mom's car so I could so I can drive my friend of mine to doctor's appointment. It's raining and it's nice reading Scott Pilgrim while I wait, but I realize that I've changed a lot, and a lot of the people that I used to be friends with, I'm not friends with anymore. It's probably because they outgrew me or I outgrew them. And I also realize that I am still in love with the friend that I'm taking to the doctors right now. She's going to be married, and she asked me to come to her wedding, and I said, sure, of course. You're like one of my best friends, of course I will. But I don't know why I still feel this way. Because we both were into each other in high school, but we just both didn't want to ruin the friendship. And now, I don't know. As much as I've changed, I realize I'm most likely still the same and act the same, which really sucks. I should do better. I should try to do better at least. Maybe tomorrow.
I used to promise myself that I would never end up like my mom. And this week I was kind of sitting with this revelation that I am actually exactly like my mom, because my mom is divorced from my dad. And she can't get into a relationship anymore. She's only 40, she's turning 48 this year, 2025. But, she's tried to be in relationships and tried to, find partners and, like, go on dates and, you know, even rekindling old romances. Like, she's tried everything. I mean, even getting back with my dad, she's tried that too, but nothing has worked because she just, like, can't find it in herself to love anybody the way that she loved my dad, even though it didn't end well. And that is how I feel about you. And it kills me inside every day to look at you and know that there will never be another you. And I look around at all of these guys and people want to go out with me and I get asked on dates and I always say no, or like I go and I have an awful time because the truth is I could never love anybody the way that I loved you. And I'm so tired of like trying to find it in myself to like do it again and like hurt myself again and like just be so like struck with like grief when it doesn't work out. So yeah, fuck you.
I lost a girl I loved a lot. She meant a lot to me. And the reason why we broke up was because of college. She was going to college, and I was a junior at the moment, and she was a senior. And I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen this quickly. And she said all these things that made my brain just run a million miles per hour, and I didn't know what to say or think. And then she hits me with would you like to be friends with me still? And I just told her, I can't unsee a future that I had with you. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. Every day, it has been 8 months now. Every day, I struggled to get over her. I've tried deleting all the pictures we had together. I tried deleting our chats, blocking her, not talking to her in general, and it just didn't help at all. Something would remind me of her. I would see someone's figure that looked exactly like hers, and my body would just freeze. And it's always been a struggle. And I haven't tried looking at another girl or flirt with another girl because I don't want to hurt anyone else when I'm going through this phase right now. And all I can say is cherish the moments you have with someone. Don't take it for granted because that's what I did, and I lost her so quickly. Yeah. Bye.
This is going to be my first Christmas without both of my great-grandparents. I mean, every Christmas, almost every holiday, ever since I can remember, we would all meet up at my Mimos and Papa's house, me and everyone on my dad's side of the family. And, man, we would just have a great time. But now I mean, it became different when my Mima passed a few years ago, but my Papa passed just a few months ago, and it's just a lot. Can't help but feel bad for my aunt. And she's doing, well, my great aunt. She's doing so well, but she's lost a lot in just this year alone. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Hey, I kind of hope you hear this, but I can't really say it to you right now. This is um, like you just are the love of my life. I really want to start a family with you. I want to just have the old school relationship together. Um, but we're kind of new in the relationship, but I think you're definitely my one. I think you think it too, and I know you want to start a relationship and grow it together and stuff. But I just want to say, I want to marry you one day. I just want to marry you. I want to start a family. I want to go up the main like I always say. Have our kids running around in tractors and shit. But yeah, I kind of hope you hear this. But anyway, I love you.
This is my last try. I keep wishing that we could have stayed together. Every night, just continuously hoping you'll call me and apologize for not seeing it sooner. But now all I see online is you with our friends, and you're as happy as can be. And I think that's my sign to just leave you alone, even though I wish I could still be what makes you smile.
You know, this year, it's different in a good way. But I can't help the feeling that, how far it's been for me, it's been good, but at the same time, I feel like with the amount of good that's happening, I feel like something bad is going to happen. But, I'm choosing to ignore that feeling because this year is my year. And I hope whoever hears this, I hope they feel like this year will be their year. No matter how down you are, you gotta push through it. You gotta push through it and just stay positive even if you feel like you want to break down. Because no matter what, life will kick you in the ass to see how hard of a punch you can take. But we all know that every one of us can take a lot of punches. So keep going in life.
Hey man, I don't know, I think this project's cool as hell. I know it's helping people, but I figured I'd try it. Talking helps. Not a lot of people really talk about how they feel no more. So this is like a great anonymous way of doing that. So here's mine. No, I don't know. But back in March, I got out of this relationship of this girl who I thought I was gonna marry, and at first, I thought I was okay. I was like going out and with my friends and just I was doing okay. And then as of recent days and weeks, or I don't know how long, the more and more I realize that I'm not okay. I'm heartbroken, I'm hurt, and I'm trying to talk to new people and trying to meet other girls and everything. It's just, they get me at first, they're interesting, and then we talk for more than 3, 4, 5 days, and it's just, I just see something in them that reminds me of her, and I think of her all the time. And I don't want to. I don't think I want to get back with her. It's just that every time I see something that reminds me of her, I'm just plagued with these memories, both good and bad, but mainly the good ones. And it eats at my soul, if that makes sense. There's a lot of things going on in life too, man. My mom has kidney failure. She's in stage 3, and then we just got the news that her kidneys are at 25%, and if they go to 20, that's
That's dialysis, which is a treatment, and if the treatment doesn't work, that's a guaranteed at most 5 years left to live. And with the thing going on with my ex and that, I can't lose my mom. My mom's helped me out so much, man. It's just, life sucks, but I know soon there's gonna be a good turn of events soon. That's just how life is. And with these events that's happened in my life, one thing that's been trying to keep me grounded, like helping me in a way, is just that I can't change nothing that's happened. If I can't control it, there's nothing I can do really. So
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what to think or feel or do about my relationship with my father. I'm 21 years old and my parents have been split for like 12 years. It was the best thing my mom could have ever done, but my father has been so manipulative and vengeful and like batshit insane. And I want to have a relationship with him because he's my father, and I want to have a good father, but I don't have a good father. And I know that he is the way that he is because of shit that has happened to him. And I have so much empathy for him, but I have so much anger for him. And he's been calling me and asking me to call him and, you know, asking why I haven't been returning his texts and shit like that. And it's just like, I can't bring myself to. I just can't. Like, it has gotten to a point where I can't. He convinced my brother and my sister to live with him after my parents split. And the only reason he did that was to try to get at my mom. And he tried to convince me to do it too. And luckily I saw through his bullshit. But my two siblings are incredibly fucked up because they decided to go live with him. They're both struggling drug addicts because of his neglect. Because of his insane amount of neglect in his teenage years. He stopped having a relationship with me once I decided to start, you know, standing up for my mom and speaking my mind and having my own thoughts and opinions. He just stopped having a relationship with me. And now that I'm an adult, all of a sudden he wants to have a relationship with me again because I'm not a kid. And it's just like, dude, fuck off. Like, what? He's calling me and leaving me these triggering ass voicemails at least once a week. And I feel so bad because, like, I know he's hurting and I want to, like, it's just, I feel bad, but I also just have so much anger towards him. And my mom tells me I should talk to him about it. And there's just physically no way that he would listen. There's no way he would listen to it. It would not. Anyway.
Hey, I just wanted to, well, say thank you. I know we just broke up, but I miss you. I know it wasn't, for long, but, I know I never got to say it, but I loved you. I do love you. I hope you do well in life. And, yeah, I mean, I hope you're happy. I hope, you find your person. I'm just sad it wasn't me. Thank you again. And, bye.
To the boy that I had to cut off to learn how to love myself again, I am doing fantastic. Not that you really cared when we were together, but I'm happier and feel more like myself than I have in a long time. Choosing myself was the best choice that I have ever made. So thank you for being so awful.
I never thought that me and you would be talking again. But now I know that you like someone else. I'm just confused about why you're reaching out. What's the point of it? I'm getting attached again and then I don't like the feeling of it anymore. Yeah.
Hey, I know that you're really mad at me. And I wish that there was something that I could do to make it better, but I can't right now. And then tough. And I can't even figure out my words to say right now. And it's just that things go well and then they don't. And then they go well and then they don't. And it's just been shitty. And I want nothing else but for us to just be good. And I know that's not always going to be that way, but I think a little piece of me just kind of crumbles away whenever this happens and whenever we fight. And sometimes I wonder how much of me is going to be left over and at what point all of me goes. I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but sometimes it's hard to get built back up, and I know things haven't been the best lately. My situation's kind of not ideal for the things that you want, but I really hope that you don't give up on me. Really hope you don't. But I'm going to give you some space. And know I'll see you next week. Well, hopefully. But I hope that we can just get past this and get back on track like we've been doing. But I think at some point we're going to have to talk about how things got handled today. But one problem at a time, right? And I'll be thinking about you until I see you again. And I love you. And I'm sorry.
Hey, just remember to keep your head up. No matter what you're going through, no matter who's telling you what, just know that you're in it for you. And that's all that matters. Don't let anybody else tear you down. Just take it day to day. Take it on the chin. Keep smiling. Thumbs up all around.
So, I met a girl during one of the hardest times of my life, and we were like pretty good for each other, but it never worked out, and it just put me into like a deeper place in my life. Like, I'm at the lowest point that I've ever been at, and she really just made it all better, man. And she asked me to change for her, but I don't know. I tried, but I guess I couldn't do it fast enough. But it just sucks knowing she's never going to give me a chance to try again, even though I'd do anything for her.
Hey, Philip. It's January 7th, 2025. I called before with a pretty whiny voicemail, probably couldn't hear it. And I don't know, I feel like I didn't say exactly what I wanted to say. I really wanted to say that cause, you know, I've been in one relationship my entire life. And, you know, it didn't end the way it should have. Like, I feel like I'll spend the rest of my life, you know, never getting over it, thinking, you know, feel like it could have ended differently. And, you know, I think I'll probably, after I'm done with this voicemail, I'll probably give her a call, you know, be like, hey, what's up? And breaking no contact. It's been haven't called or texted in maybe a year, so it'll be weird, but you know. Life sucks, but I'll get over it, you know.
Hey, you know, I miss you a lot. Sometimes I wonder if you think about me the same way I think about you. If I exist in your mind the same way you exist in mine. You know, it's been a couple of years now, and it's interesting not being around you anymore. I mean, you were a pillar, a really big part of my life, and just you not being there is devastating, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I hope you're doing okay, and I hope I can do better. You have a good day.
Hey, Aaron. It's me. Your sister sent me a picture of your daughter tonight. I can't believe how old she is now. How grown. And how much she looks like you. It's been almost 13 years since we met. And just over 7 years since you left us. I can close my eyes and be in the exact moment when I found out. I had just talked to you like 2 weeks before. And I think about that a lot. The life I wanted to give to you and Matt. I wanted to marry you, Farron. I wanted to give you everything the world had to offer. You were the first person to show me what it was like to love and be loved. And you'll always be my favorite person for that. God, I can't believe how old Nat is now. She looks just like you. I haven't seen your face in so long. And only in my dreams.
I just got home from getting broken up with by the love of my life. I know that I don't even know what to say. I haven't fully come to terms with it, but he broke up with me so I could be free, because he thinks that he is so not capable of being loved. And I love him unconditionally, and I don't know how I'm going to go on living my life without him. But I'm going to give him his space. If you're listening to this, honey bear, I love you so much.
Hi. I don't know why I'm calling. Well, I know why I'm calling. Actually, I do know why I'm calling. I'm in love, and it's pretty crazy. Just like the timing and how we met each other and everything. Like, I was loved once before, and it was like a very deep, great love. It really was. And, things didn't work out. And I think, in the beginning it was hard to accept that. And I thought I would never find something comparable again. And I was right, because it's not comparable. It's something completely different. But I'm lucky because I am loved in such a deep and honest way. And, like, what's between us is, like, tangible. Like, we could be across the room from each other and everybody can feel it. And it's really, really beautiful. And, I'm just really grateful. Like, we deserve each other. And he is a really good person. And that's super important to me. And the people that he surrounds himself with are like such good people, and they love him so much. And I feel like that like shows you something. It really tells you something. And I don't know, he treats me so good, and I'm just really grateful. It feels like something totally different. I don't know. I'm just really happy. I'm really lucky, and I'm very loved. And not just by him, by my friends and my family. And this life has just been really good to me. And I'm so grateful, and I really don't take it for granted. Okay. Bye, Philip, and anybody else who's listening. Just know that, like, things do get better, because things were very, very, very dark for a long time. And I'm on the other side, and it's beautiful. And I love you all. Okay, bye.
I've decided that I'm going to call this phone number instead of calling my ex-boyfriend. I fucking miss him so bad. This is so fucked. He was an alcoholic, and he was emotionally abusive. And I'll fucking hate him for the rest of my life for acting the way he did. But fuck, do I miss him right now? That is so fucked up of me to say. But fuck, do I miss him right now? I don't know why. I felt so safe with him in the beginning, though. Like, so safe. I would have married him if he had asked me to. He already called me his wife anyway. Should have run away to Tennessee when I had the chance. Should have made a new life in Murfreesboro. Maybe I'd be happier. I don't know. It's a terrible idea. Calling him, considering I ripped him a new one and told him he was a piece of shit, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Fuck, I hate it here. Okay. I fucking hate him. And, oh my god. I don't know, man. I miss him and I hate him. It's whatever.
This is so weird. I've never done this before, but this is gonna be boring, but I guess I'll just talk. And you can just keep whatever parts you want to keep. I started wearing a rubber band on my left arm as of today because I learned that somewhere in some mental institution or whatever, or when people have obsessions, they practice thought stopping with a therapist. So I started wearing a rubber band so that I could snap my band on my arm every time I started being mean to myself. I snapped it pretty often today, maybe like, I don't know, 100 times. Maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. I guess the point is I'm mean to myself a lot. And it's weird because I don't know any other way. I think that if I were really nice to myself all the time, then I wouldn't learn anything. And that I would just be complacent. But that's not true. So here I am, working on it. Snapping my arm one day at a time. Yeah, anyway, that's it. Yeah, thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
My depression, it's seeping back into my life. I feel myself finding less and less reasons to smile, although my life seems to be a lot better than before, when my depression first started. I lack love in my life, not because I don't want it, but because I don't love myself. I was never taught to love myself. I was only ever taught to smile and make others feel happier than myself. I grew up without a mom because she was working too hard to feed me, so I overfed myself until I was too fat to be able to run. I lacked a father because he had his own demons to fight, and he chose to fight them away from me. I lacked family because everyone has their own life to live, and mine wasn't a part of theirs. I had a brother who showed me what it means to hate someone. He taught me that love hurts, and sometimes that's the only love that someone can give you. He abused me for years, yelled at me, hit me, and always said that I was adopted or that I was never wanted, never the one that deserved to have been born. I, at a young age, found out that I was bipolar. All my joyful moments in the blink of an eye could become horrific, sad moments, and that terrified me as a kid. And as an adult, it scares me because the joy that I have in my life can go away just because the chemicals in my brain decide it to be so. Just because something doesn't fit right the way that it usually does. I'm a man without love because I'm too scared to succeed and I'm too scared to be rejected. I like this girl, and yet I can't begin to form words when I'm around her. I can't even begin to form a thought about what I would do if things went right. I am a failure because I don't know how to succeed.
I really like this girl, but she's interested in one of my best friends, and I've never had the heart to tell her. But I know that she doesn't like me and she only sees me as a friend. And I just wish the best for her. I love her so much.
One, I would like to thank you for making this a project. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't know, I'm a little tipsy. I guess I just have a question for everyone out there on what do you do when you love someone so much and they keep doing the opposite of everything you ask them to do, but they say you love you too. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just very confusing on my half, considering I put in a good 97 to 100%, and they put in probably a good 50%. I don't know, and they're the ones that broke my trust in the first place. I don't know. I guess I just have a question for everyone and need some advice. That would be very appreciated, and thank you for this outlet, and thanks for everyone to listen.
I feel like I'm just gonna have no filter. And I don't know if I'd be comfortable with y'all posting this. I just feel like the dumbest bitch alive because I felt like it was painfully obvious that my crush was gay. Yeah, but I guess I was just in denial the entire time because I felt like there was a lack of evidence with him being gay. And I didn't want to assume he was gay because of certain mannerisms that like even a straight person could do, but could also be seen as a potential sign for being gay. It was also pretty confusing because around the time I started having feelings for this guy, I was also questioning my faith, and he was also I was starting to get more involved with the Christian faith, and so was this guy, and it just made me question certain things, and I just feel so stupid because I also knew this wouldn't have worked out with this guy, not because he was potentially gay, but just based on where we are, where we were in our lives and where we are now, and like we don't even live in the same state. And I also, this could go hand with him not being straight, but I'm pretty sure he had any sort of interest in me, even though there's some things he did that I wish I could get more into detail for, but I only have like 30 seconds left. But before the voicemail gets cut off,
that makes me question. That made me question, like, what were his intentions of me? Like, yeah, this is gonna be a whole other voicemail, and I promise it's not like, oh, he was asking for it. No. It was just, I don't know. It just made me question where I stood with him.
Never thought I'd do this because I thought it was kind of weird, but I don't know. I thought I was over this one girl, and now she's with someone, and the other girl I was talking to is talking to someone else. And I'm beating myself up for being too slow, stuff like that. I feel like I'm letting my family down and letting God down. And yeah. I don't know. I don't really have any friends to talk about this stuff with, so I'm talking to myself, and people might hear it. So that's cool. All right. That's off my chest.
I don't really know why I'm calling, but I guess I just needed to talk. I don't know. There's just a lot going on, and I feel like I'm letting everyone down. And sometimes I just think it'd be better if I wasn't here. But that would let people down even more.
I don't know if you've ever realized it, but you saved me. I don't know what I would have done if it weren't for you. I don't even think that I'd be here right now. I probably would have overdosed or cut myself till I bled out. And I guess I just wanted to thank you for being there for me. To let me be able to talk to you. I often have these thoughts, and they're really genuine. But I remember the effects that it could have on you, or what you think of suicide, and it just made me sit there and think. And I guess that it just made me stop. It made me feel so safe and comfortable. I'm just so scared of us to randomly stop talking. I'm just scared to lose you because I love you. I'm sorry.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this